Hello everyone, welcome back to study.com. In this session, we shall discuss administration of Mauryan Empire. So, let's get started. The Mauryan administration was a highly centralized administration. The emperor was the supreme power and sources of all authority. He was assisted by a council of ministers. Kautilya advocated an idea that king should run the administration with assistance from council of ministers. A council of ministers called Mantri Parishad were thus appointed for assisting the king. The Mauryan Empire had a hierarchical administrative structure with various ranks and positions. Here are some important ranks within the Mauryan Empire. First one, Mahamatya or Prime Minister. The Mahamatya served as the chief advisor to the emperor and played a crucial role in governing the empire. They were responsible for decision making, overseeing the administration, and maintaining law and order. Second one, Yuvaraja or Crown Prince. The Yuvaraja was the designated heir to the throne and held a significant position in the empire. They were often groomed to succeed the emperor and received training in administrative affairs. Third one, Amatya or minister. Amatyas were high-ranking officials who assisted the emperor and the Mahamatya is governing the empire. They held important portfolios and managed specific departments such as finance, trade, agriculture, and defense. Fourth one, Rajukas. Rajukas were appointed as provincial governors or administrators in various regions of the empire. They were responsible for maintaining law and order, resolving disputes, and ensuring the wealth of the people in their assigned regions, and ensuring the smooth functioning of their respective territories. Fifth one, Sannidhata. In the Mauryan Empire, tax collection was overseen by a class of officials known as Sannidhata or revenue collectors. These officials were responsible for assessing, collecting, and managing taxes and revenue on behalf of the empire. They operated at various administrative levels, including the provincial and local level. The Sannidhata played a crucial role in the economic administration of the empire by ensuring the efficient collection of taxes from different sources such as land, agriculture, trade, and industries. Their activities contributed to the financial stability and functioning of the Mauryan state. Sixth one, Senapati. The Senapati served as the commander-in-chief of the Mauryan military forces. They were responsible for organizing and leading the army during wars and maintaining defense and security during peacetime. Seventh one, Prateshika. Prateshikas were officers who governed specific administrative divisions known as Pradeshas. They ensured the implementation of the empire's policies, maintained order, and resolved disputes at the local level. Eighth one, Dhamma Mahamatras. During Emperor Ashoka's reign, Dhamma Mahamatras were appointed officials who promoted the teachings of Buddhism and the implementation of moral and ethical principles throughout the empire. These are some of the important ranks within the Mauryan Empire's administration. It's important to note that the specific titles and ranks might have varied during different periods of the empire, and the available historical records provide limited information about the detailed hierarchy of the Mauryan administration. Next, we are going to discuss provincial and local administration of the Mauryas. The Mauryan Empire had a well-structured provincial and local administration that facilitated efficient governance throughout the empire. Here are some key aspects of the provincial and local administration during the Mauryan Empire. First one, provinces. The empire was divided into several provinces or regions called Janapadas. Each Janapada was governed by a Rajuka who acted as the provincial governor or administrator. The Rajuka held significant authority and was responsible for maintaining law and order, collecting taxes, and ensuring the smooth functioning of their respective territories. Second one, district. The Janapadas were further divided into district called Vishayas. Vishayas were smaller administrative units governed by officials known as Vishayapatis. These officials were responsible for local administration, resolving disputes, and implementing the empire's policies at the district level. Third one, judicial system. The Mauryan Empire had a well organized judicial system to ensure justice and resolve disputes. The local administration, including Vishayapatis and Rajukas, had the authority to handle smaller legal matters at the district and provincial level. Higher level legal disputes were resolved by the emperor or his designated officials. Fourth one, municipalities. The Mauryan Empire also had well-developed urban centers with their own local administration. These urban areas were called Nagaras or cities. The cities had municipal bodies known as Nagarikas, which were responsible for managing civic affairs such as water supply, sanitation, public infrastructure, and local governance. Fifth one, taxation and revenue collection. Revenue collection played a crucial role in the Mauryan administration. The empire had officials known as Sanidata who were responsible for taxation and revenue collection. They assessed and collected taxes from various sources, including land, trade, and economic activities, ensuring a steady flow of revenue for the empire. Sixth one, public works and infrastructure. The Mauryan administration focused on the development of public works and infrastructure. They constructed well-maintained roads, bridges, canals, and other infrastructure projects to facilitate trade, communication, and administrative efficiency. Seventh one, local governance. The Mauryan Empire encouraged local participation in governance. Local assemblies called Sabha and Samiti existed in some areas, where members from different social and economic backgrounds deliberated on local issues, policies, and decision-making process. Let us learn Army of Mauryan Administration. The Mauryan Empire had a powerful and well-organized army that played a significant role in the empire's success and expansion. The Mauryan army was known for its size, discipline, and effective military strategies. Here are some key aspects of the Mauryan army. First one, infantry. The infantry formed the bulk of the Mauryan army. It consisted of foot soldiers armed with a variety of weapons such as spears, swords, bows, and arrows, and shields. The infantry was highly trained and organized into units capable of engaging in close, compact, and utilizing different battle formations. Second one, cavalry. The Mauryan army had a strong cavalry force composed of skilled horse riders. The cavalry played a crucial role in reconnaissance, flanking maneuvers, and pursuing retreating enemies. They were armed with weapons like swords, bows, and javelins. Third one, elephants. Elephants were one of the most iconic and formidable elements of the Mauryan army. These war elephants, known as Hastinapatis, were heavily armored and carried soldiers on their backs. The elephants were trained to charge, trample, and intimidate the enemy forces, providing a significant advantage in battle. Fourth one, chariots. Chariots were used in the early stages of the Mauryan Empire but became less prominent over time. The charioteers were skilled in driving and maneuvering chariots, while archers or spear throwers on the chariots engaged the enemy. Fifth one, artillery. The Mauryan army had a rudimentary form of artillery that included various siege engines and catapults. These devices were used to launch stones, flaming projectiles, and other projectiles at enemy fortification during sieges. Sixth one, training and discipline. The Mauryan army placed a strong emphasis on training and discipline. Soldiers underwent rigorous training in weapon handling, combat skill, physical fitness, and obedience to commands. The army had a hierarchical structure with clear chains of command and strict discipline to maintain order and cohesion. Seventh one, military strategy. The Mauryan Empire employed effective military strategies to conquer and govern its vast territories. Emperor Chandragupta Maurya and later rulers like Ashoka implemented careful planning, intelligence gathering, and diplomacy. They utilized both offensive and defensive strategies, adapted to different terrains, and employed various tactics to overcome their adversaries. Next, we are going to discuss economic regulations of Mauryan administration. The Mauryan Empire implemented various economic regulations and policies to govern and manage its economy. Here are some key aspects of economic regulations in the Mauryan Empire. First one, taxation. The Mauryan Empire had a well-structured taxation system. The empire collected taxes from various sources, including land, agriculture, trade, and industry. Second one, standardization of weights and measures. The Mauryan Empire implemented a standardized system of weights and measures to facilitate trade and commerce. Uniformity in weights and measures ensured fair transactions and reduced discrepancies in trade across different regions of the empire. Third one, regulation of trade and commerce. The Mauryan Empire facilitated trade and commerce through the maintenance of road networks and the establishments of marketplaces. The empire regulated trade activities, levied taxes on imports and exports, and monitored trade routes to ensure the smooth flow of goods and revenue generation. Fourth one, state control over industries. The Mauryan Empire exercised control over certain industries and resources. The state played a role in managing industries such as mining, manufacturing, and craft production. It ensured the availability of resources, regulated production, and controlled the quality of goods. Fifth one, state monopolies. The Mauryan Empire established state monopolies over certain goods such as salt and mines. State control over these commodities allowed the empire to regulate their production, distribution, and pricing. State monopolies also served as a source of revenue for the empire. Sixth one, agriculture and irrigation. The Mauryan Empire placed importance on agriculture, which was the backbone of the economy. The empire implemented irrigation projects to enhance agricultural productivity, constructed canals, and promoted efficient water management system. The state also implemented land reforms and provided support to farmers to ensure agricultural growth. Seventh one, coinage and currency. The Mauryan Empire introduced standardized coinage which facilitated trade and commerce within the empire. The empire issued coins made of precious metals such as silver and copper, which had the empire's inscriptions. These coins served as a medium of exchange and played a crucial role in the economy. Eighth one, public works and infrastructure. The Mauryan Empire invested in public works and infrastructure development. The empire constructed and maintained roads, bridges, canals, and other infrastructure projects to facilitate trade, communication, and administrative efficiency. These are some of the key economic regulations and policies implemented during the Mauryan Empire. The empire aimed to ensure revenue generation, economic stability, and the overall welfare of its subjects. The information is based on historical records, ancient texts, archaeological findings, and insight from scholars. Another important aspect, judiciary of Mauryan administration. The Mauryan Empire had a well-organized judiciary that played a vital role in administering justice and maintaining law and order. Here are some key points about the judiciary of the Mauryan administration. First one, judicial hierarchy. The Mauryan judiciary had a hierarchical structure. At the local level, judicial functions were carried out by the officials known as Vishayapatis. They were responsible for the administration for justice within their respective district. Above them were the Rajukas, who were provincial governors and held higher judicial authority. The highest judicial authority rested with the king or his appointed officials. Second one, royal courts. The Mauryan Empire had royal courts where important cases and higher level disputes were heard and decided. The king or his appointed judges presided over these courts. Royal courts dealt with significant legal matters including cases involving nobles, high-ranking officials, and matters of state importance. Third one, Dharma Mahamatras. Emperor Ashoka appointed officials known as Dharma Mahamatras or ministers of righteousness. Their primary responsibility was to enforce Dharma and ensure the fair implementation of laws. Dharma Mahamatras traveled throughout the empire, spreading ethical values, resolving disputes, and maintaining social harmony. Fourth one, legal codes. The Mauryan Empire had a set of legal codes that governed various aspects of society. Although the exact details of these codes are not extensively documented, the Arthashastra attributed to Chanakya provides insights into legal principles and practices of the time. The Arthashastra covered a wide range of topics including criminal law, civil law, administrative procedures, and governance. Fifth one, adjudication process. The Mauryan judiciary followed a process of adjudication. Cases were presented with evidences, witnesses were called, and arguments were made by both parties involved. The judges or officials responsible for hearing the cases carefully examined the evidences, testimonies, and arguments before delivering a decision. Sixth one, appeals and review. The Mauryan judicial system allowed for appeals in cases where the parties involved were dissatisfied with the decision made by lower courts. The appellate's authority resided in higher level courts, including the royal courts. Parties had the right to appeal to these higher courts for a review of the case and a potential reconsideration of the decision. Seventh one, legal principles. The Mauryan judicial system was guided by principles of dharma, justice, and fairness. The concept of dharma played a significant role in determining the legality and morality of actions. Judges aimed to uphold this principle in their decision-making process to ensure a just and equitable administration of justice. Eighth one, penalties and punishments. The Mauryan judiciary imposed penalties and punishments for various offences. These could include fines, confiscation of property, exile, imprisonment, or even capital punishment, depending on the severity of the crime committed. The aim was to deter individuals from engaging in unlawful activities and maintain social order. In short, the Mauryan administration was marked by centralized governance, hierarchical bureaucracy, justice and welfare, economic regulation, and infrastructure development, showcasing its effectiveness and influence in ancient India. So, that's it for today's session. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like my video, please subscribe and click on bell icon. If you have any doubt regarding this topic, please do comment. So we will meet again with another session of Mauryan Empire. Till then, bye.